All right, another NBA recap. Massive game. Pacers steal game one. I didn't think that was gonna happen. I honestly thought the Cavs were gonna win it. I thought it was gonna be close, but I thought the Cavs were gonna win it by about 10 to 12. Yeah, Pacers. They come in there and they just put on a shooting clinic. They shot 52% from three. So I don't know how well you're gonna do. They shot 30. They took 36 shots from three, made 19 of them, and their defense was a little bit shaky in that first half. I thought I made a short, basically saying like, "Hey man, they're blowing up switches." A lot of people were saying that they're messing up the switches. They're messing up the PNR coverage, blowing a bunch of things, giving up a lot of wide open threes. And I thought, man, when when water finds its level here, I don't know, this might get ugly because they were only up like 6 or 8 at half. And I was like, oh shit. They really did well. I'll get to the end of the game here in a second, but I want to go to the Cavs. I mean, this is probably the worst 3-point shooting game you're gonna have of the series. At least the worst Donovan Mitchell game you're gonna have shooting wise. He shot okay from the field, but he did not shoot well from three. He was 1 of 11. The Cavs double big is killing them. Jared Allen towards the end of the game and Evan Mobley were just getting especially Jared Allen. Jared Allen was just getting put in a blender by Tyrese Halliburton towards the end of the game. And I mean, just absolutely attacking him. I really do think the Cavs got to get away from it, and I think they got to go DeAndre Hunter at the 4. I think they got to stagger Mobley and Allen's minutes more because they were just getting killed. I mean, it wasn't even funny. They were just getting murdered. Like, they were just calling both of them up in pick and rolls. They were doing, like, double drag screens where Hallie would come up, the big, who was Miles Turner. No. Whoever the 4 was, I think it was either Neesmith or, no, if Siakam would come up, it was Neesmith at some points because Mobley was on him. Siakam would come up, set a pick, and then they would set another pick, and Miles Turner would come up, and they would just get the switch. Like, they were just conceding the switch. I mean, I think they'll live with it, but I really think they got to go away from double big just so they can get one more ball handlers on the floor because they need another guy who can handle the basketball. They severely miss Darius Garland, who supposedly says he's going to be back for game 2 of this series, but they need another creator. And I think not having that double big lineup on the floor majority of the time together will help them out a lot. Back to the Pacers. Towards the end of this game, I have to give Halliburton credit. I think there was about 2 minutes left, 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes left, and Tyrese Halliburton got the switch on to Donovan Mitchell. And Reese sat down in that damn chair, and he forced Mitchell into like this like tough one-handed, almost like push hook shot that missed. And right there, I said, that's the game. That is what won them the game. The ability of Tyrese Halliburton to be able to sit down in that chair and guard Donovan Mitchell and make him take a very, very toughly contested hook/push shot, I don't even know what you want to call it, is what won the Pacers the game. I mean, just the ability. Tyrese is not a good defender, but the ability there to just sit down and guard your guard. I mean, it was great. TJ McConnell, just good, like always. And then Andrew Nembhard on Twitter. He is a playoff riser. He did it last year against the Celtics in the series. He did it again tonight. 7 of 10 from the field, 5 of 6 from 3, 4 of 4 from the line. He had 6 assists. He was a plus 23. He had the Donovan Mitchell assignment for most of the night, if not all of it, besides the occasional switches. But, I mean, just great stuff from him. I mean, just playoff riser. He kind of reminds me, and I know I'm going to get killed in the comments, he reminds me of a Jimmy Butler type. But great stuff. Pacers win game 1. That is huge. I really do think a massive adjustment for the Cavs, though, will be not to play that double big lineup of Mobley and Allen as much as they did tonight. I think they will run some more smaller lineups without it. That's going to do it for this game because the Rockets and Warriors game just started. So I'm going to watch that, and I will give you guys a recap of that and what I think here in just a second for you guys. All right, so we just had the Buddy Hield game. He was incredible tonight, both offensively and defensively. I'm gonna be honest, this is probably the best game that I've ever seen Buddy Hield play that actually matters. I'm waiting for the box score to load. He shot 80% from the field and 81% from 3 on 11 attempts. And he got 1 steal and 2 blocks. So, yeah, Buddy Hield was amazing. He had 33 points. He was the leading scorer, and this is probably why Kerr kept sticking with him, because he was incredible tonight. And I don't think they don't win this game without him. Jimmy Butler, I need more from. Only 20 points tonight. I don't know if it's because Jimmy's old and he's just tired. Because the Warriors have had a grueling end to the year through the play-in tournament and then the 7-game super physical series. But I just feel like Jimmy is not playoff Jimmy as much anymore. Like, he rises a little bit, but it's not like what it used to be, and I don't think it ever will be. I think he's a playoff riser, but he's not on like the old Jimmy Butler that would just carry a team. He's still a very, very good basketball player. Don't get me wrong. And he had some very big shots tonight. He hit 2 threes that were huge for the Warriors. And he had 7 assists and 8 rebounds. But like, I just don't see it. Draymond, I don't know. Why is Draymond Green taking 8 attempts from 3? He made his first 2, I want to say, and then he just kept trying to shoot them. And there was one possession, I think in the 4th, where I think it was like a dribble handoff between Jimmy and Draymond, and I think there was like 10 seconds left on the shot clock, and Draymond just took a dribble handoff 3 just off the run, and I was like, that is a horrible, horrible shot. AirPods wasn't good tonight, only 9 points. Curry, he was Curry, 50, 40, 100% from the field. 10 rebounds, 7 assists. The 10 rebounds are huge, because that's essentially what won them the game besides Buddy Hield offensively. I mean, them being able to crash the glass against that triple big lineup, and them also not running that triple big lineup off the floor, because that triple big lineup or double big, whatever you want to consider, oh my God, Jabari Parker, that lineup was not effective tonight at all. It had no effect. It was awful in the first half. I think I don't know. I don't remember if they went back to it in the second half. They might have went back to it for like a minute in the second half, and it just wasn't effective. Who else? Looney played some big minutes. I don't know why Kerr keeps trying to throw out Jonathan Kuminga. So I'm really hoping that in the next series against the Wolves that they do not put Jonathan Kuminga on the floor, because I'm gonna be so honest, Pat Spencer is a way better option. Even though he's smaller, Pat Spencer is a way better option. Kuminga has nothing to give you. He's completely mentally checked out because you fucked his mental up by benching him and starting him and benching him again and then him falling out of the rotation completely. So Kuminga's gone. I don't even know why Kerr keeps trying to go back to that. For the Rockets, you need something. You need a number 1 option. Şengün isn't it, considering Draymond clamped his ass up this entire series. Şengün had 21 tonight on 39% shooting, 23 shots. Amen Thompson tried his hardest at 23 years old to carry them, and he just couldn't. He had 24 points, but he was good. I think he pulled his calf towards the end of the game there, because he allowed like a massive Curry for 3 and then got cursed out by Ime Udoka. Jalen Green, I honestly think you should trade. I think he is a great number 2, probably number 3 option on a championship team, but I don't think he can be a number 1. I think you need like a Devin Booker, a Kevin Durant, something in that realm to where you have a guy that can get his own and also create for others. Because right now that guy for you is Fred VanVleet. And Fred had an okay game, but not enough. Not like a number 1 option game that could win you the game. He only had 17 points, 46% from the field, 50% from the line. You played all right defensively. He was on Steph a lot of the game when Amen was not in the game. Steven Adams, I think he's an expiring for them. You definitely have to bring him back, because I think there is something there with that double, triple big lineup with Jabari, Steven Adams, and Şengün. He's just massive for you. He only played 25 minutes tonight, which is about his series average, but he only had 2 offensive rebounds tonight. So they did really good at limiting that, but he still had 7 rebounds, 5 of them being defensive. So I think Steven Adams should come back. Jabari Smith, I mean, arguably you could trade him too. I wonder what a package of Jalen Green and Jabari Smith and some picks would get you. But I think the Rockets know what they have, and I think this front office this offseason needs to be aggressive. And this isn't a Rockets what the Rockets should do. I'm gonna make a whole short form series on that on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. Like every team in the NBA, what they should do this offseason, and like what like one player they should try to get. But yeah, I don't know where the Rockets go from here. I really have to think about it. I think they really have to be aggressive because now they've made the playoffs. They've been the 2 seed. They need to make that next step. But yeah, Warriors advance. Took 7 games, but they did it. Took 3 of them to close it out, but they finally managed to close out the games. Tomorrow we have another great slate of games. We have New York and Boston go Celtics, and we have Denver and OKC. In OKC, apparently that game is a blackout, so that should be fun. OKC should be rocking the TD Garden tomorrow for all my people that get mad who are New Yorkers who are like, don't call the TD Garden the Garden. There's only one garden. It's the Madison Square Garden. Yeah, so those would be 2 good games. If they're really good, I will make another NBA recap. If they're shit, I'm just going to make short form content. So that's where the NBA recaps have been. The last few games I've just felt like I've been poop, and I just haven't felt like really like I've watched them, but I haven't really felt like making a long form video on them. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed tonight's video. Leave a like, comment, make sure to subscribe. I'm seeing the subscribers slowly start to grow here. Make sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.